Kenya, this is a time to reflect and ask ourselves, is this the nation we want to have? Where the debt is choking our economy, but the burden is coming to the people. And as Kenyans, we don't have the right to ask the question of where are you getting this money from? What are the terms and what are the securities? Because this is our money. You don't expect us to pay money that we don't know how it was taken. Now, good people, when these people...
One nation.
One tribe.
One nation.
One tribe.
One nation.
One tribe.
One nation.
Asante. Fellow Kenyans, today we come to you with a lot of agony, with a lot of worries, and with a lot of questions in heart. Good people, we have no other nation except Kenya. We are born in Kenya, raised in Kenya, and everything we do, including the education system, health, and everything else, we get it from Kenya. Kenya is our motherland. Kenya is our dependent. The child born and raised in Samburu, in Kisii, in Murang'a, in Nairobi, they know no other home except Kenya. To these leaders that we are used to, the despots and their class as they have set it, if you destroy our nation because some of you got dual citizenships, where do you want the children of the poor to go? You came to us in 2022. You called us hustlers. You called us mama bogas, boda riders, and you said, let us join hands and form the government of the people. Now today, what we are seeing is not the government of the people, but a government that serves the interest of a few and leaves back the majority of Kenyans and the poor people. Now the bills and every discretion you're making in the offices that we sent you is just but to strangulate and kill the child of a poor man. During your times, some of you in those big positions, you came and told us that you had a dream when you were chicken sellers, that one day you will lead the nation. You had a dream. And the nation and the leaders of those times gave you an opportunity, a good environment to dream and to become. Now, why do you want to make it so difficult for the young people of Kenya not to have the same privilege like you had? Through this, we as the young people came together 2024 in the month of June. And we said in the spirit of oneness and togetherness, as the people born and raised the children of this nation of Kenya, we are tired of this status quo and enough is enough. We said it clearly, but your response was just but brutal, vicious, and coming to us with a lot of anger, killing the very many innocent young people, children of mothers and fathers who voted for you. Look, Boniface Kariuki was just a mask seller. And the mask seller, the same government that told us about hustling, turned this hustle into criminal activity. Now, you called us criminals, you called us terrorists. Good people, when we were giving you the votes, we were your darlings. Now we have turned to become criminals. But we want to tell you, you want to come out and take advantage of the struggle of the young people for that liberation through some of you that we have always known to be the senior in these political deceits and the politics of division and the politics of, you prioritize your own interest, but you hoodwink majority and you take advantage because you have an influence. And Kenya, this is a time to reflect and ask ourselves, is this the nation we want to have? Where the debt is choking our economy, but the burden is coming to the people. And as Kenyans, we don't have the right to ask the question of where are you getting this money from? What are the terms and what are the securities? Because this is our money. You don't expect us to pay money that we don't know how it was taken. Now, good people, when these people who purports to fight for the people, likes of these broad-based old brothers, comes and tells Kenyans that we need to come together and talk so that we can solve the problems of the nation, where are you when things got to where they are? And that is why we have reached to a point as young people, and we have said that if we need a change, and we have come out clearly many times that we need a change, and we cannot see this change, it's until we become strategic, it's until we make our voices a voice of reason and purpose in terms of bringing the good governance that we have been fighting for. It seems this regime cannot bring us the good governance that we've been asking for. They cannot end corruption, because now it's about the leaders versus the leaders defending themselves, bringing bills to favor themselves. That is why you can allocate your offices a lot of money, billions of shillings, but when you come to the poor people, you tell them there is no money for education, for free education. Now, Kenyans, if you don't know, we are like orphans. And until we come together and ask ourselves, with the young people, our mothers, our fathers have fought, but they have not won. And this time round, just like the children of Israel, how they cried to God due to afflictions of Pharaoh, Kenya is in crisis. Kenya is crying. Kenya is bleeding. And the young people, we got to respond to this. And we cannot respond to this without a structure, without a plan, and without unity. That is why we, the Vibe Tribe, have come together to say, good people, let us now organize ourselves, let us now restructure, and let us now program and restore the hope to the hopeless. And we want to tell you, the reason why these leaders have been taking advantage of the Gen Z movement is because they have seen for the long time, we are leaders, we are tribalists. Now this time we want to tell you, all our counties, all the tribes in Kenya, let us join hands and become one tribe. And this is what we are calling Vibe Tribe. One nation,
One tribe.
one tribe,
One nation.
one tribe,
One nation.
through these good people, we will be in a position to fight and bring and build together the future we want, because we have realized a government that shows its back to its citizen, it is worse than colonialist. Thank you very much.
One tribe,
One nation.
one tribe,
One nation.
one tribe,
One nation.
one tribe.
One nation.
Asanteni sana.